welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reading The Monkey King Causes Trouble in Heaven. After returning from Dragon King's underwater palace with his magical golden staff, the Monkey King became more famous than ever. The monkeys of Flower Fruit Mountain gathered around him every day, listening to stories of his adventures. They watched in amazement as he spun the golden staff through the air. Sometimes it became as tall as a tower. Sometimes it shrank until it was tiny enough to hide behind his ear. The Monkey King loved showing off, and if he was being honest, he loved hearing the monkeys cheer for him even more. Life on Flower Fruit Mountain was exciting. The Monkey King held races through the forest. He challenged wild animals to contests of strength. He leapt across cliff just to hear the monkeys gasp in amazement. No creature dared to threaten his monkey kingdom anymore. The Monkey King felt unstoppable. But high above the clouds, in the golden palaces of heaven, the gods had started hearing stories about him. He defeated sea monsters. He stole a treasure from the Dragon King. He can fly across the sky. And he calls himself the Great Monkey King. The heavenly officials whispered nervously among themselves. Finally, the news reached the Jade Emperor, the ruler of heaven itself. The Jade Emperor sat upon his golden throne and frowned. "A monkey is causing this much trouble?" he asked. The heavenly officials nodded. One wise advisor stepped forward carefully. "Your Majesty," he said, "perhaps it would be better not to fight him?" The Jade Emperor raised an eyebrow. "Then what do you suggest?" The advisor smiled slightly. "Invite him to heaven instead." The hall became quiet. "If we give the Monkey King an official job," the advisor explained, "he may feel honored and stop causing trouble." The Jade Emperor thought carefully. At last, he nodded. "Very well," he said. "Bring the Monkey King to heaven." Not long after, shining heavenly messengers floated down from the clouds toward Flower Fruit Mountain. The monkeys stared in amazement. Golden robes fluttered in the wind. The clouds glowed beneath their feet. The Monkey King crossed his arms proudly. "What brings heaven to my mountain?" he asked. The messenger bowed politely. "The Jade Emperor invites you to heaven," he announced. "He wishes to give you an honored position." The Monkey King's eyes widened. Heaven! He had always wondered what the heavenly kingdom looked like. Trying to act calm, he nodded slowly. "Well," he said proudly, "I suppose heaven finally realized how important I am." The monkeys cheered loudly. "Our king belongs in heaven!" With a grin, the Monkey King leapt onto a cloud and soared into the sky beside the heavenly messengers. The higher they traveled, the more incredible everything became. Soon, the clouds opened to reveal the kingdom of heaven. The Monkey King gasped. Golden palaces stretched across the sky. Silver rivers flowed between floating gardens. Massive gates carved from jade shimmered in the sunlight. Dragons curled around marble pillars. Phoenixes flew gracefully overhead. Even the air smelled magical. The Monkey King tried not to look too impressed, but inside he was amazed. The heavenly officials welcomed him politely and led him through the grand halls. Some gods stared curiously. Others whispered nervously, "That's him? He looks smaller than I expected." The Monkey King pretended not to hear, but his tail twitched slightly. Finally, he stood before the Jade Emperor himself. The ruler of heaven looked calm and powerful upon his shining throne. "Welcome, Monkey King," the Jade Emperor said. The Monkey King bowed quickly, though not very deeply. "I hear you have become quite famous," the Emperor continued. The Monkey King grinned proudly. "That is true." The Jade Emperor smiled politely. "Then we shall give you an important responsibility in heaven." The Monkey King puffed out his chest. "At last! Surely they would make him a great general, or perhaps the ruler of the palace." A heavenly official stepped forward holding a scroll. "The Monkey King," he announced loudly, "is hereby appointed keeper of the heavenly horses." The Monkey King blinked. "The keeper of what?" "The heavenly horses," repeated the official. "You will feed them, brush them, clean their stables, and make sure they are healthy." For a moment, the Monkey King said nothing. Surely this had to be a joke. He looked around the room, but the heavenly officials were serious. Some of them even looked like they were trying not to laugh. The Monkey King forced a smile. "Oh," he said slowly, "horses." At first, he tried to remain calm. He followed the stable workers through the enormous heavenly stables. The horses were beautiful. Their manes sparkled like silver. Some could even run across clouds. But still, they were horses. The Monkey King spent the next few days brushing fur, carrying buckets, and cleaning stalls. Everywhere he went, heavenly officials whispered behind his back, "The mighty Monkey King cleans the stables now." How impressive! They chuckled quietly. One afternoon, the Monkey King finally asked another worker, "Be honest, is this an important job?" The worker tried not to answer, but the Monkey King narrowed his eyes. "It's one of the lowest jobs in heaven, isn't it?" The worker slowly nodded. The Monkey King froze. Then his face turned red with fury. "They tricked me!" He grabbed his magical staff from behind his ear. Whoosh! The tiny rod instantly expanded into a giant golden pillar. The horses neighed wildly in panic. "I am the great Monkey King!" he shouted. "I crossed oceans. I defeated monsters. And they expect me to clean horse stalls?" Crash! He smashed open the stable gates. The heavenly horses burst free, galloping wildly across heaven. Officials screamed and jumped out of the way. Cloud carts flipped over. Golden decorations crashed to the ground. The entire heavenly stable exploded into chaos. The Monkey King leapt onto a rooftop, laughing loudly. "You should have given me a better job." The heavenly guards rushed towards him, but the Monkey King spun his staff so quickly that the wind knocked them backward. Whoosh! Bam! Clang! No one could get close to him. Then, before the guards could surround him, the Monkey King performed a giant leap into the sky. In a flash, he shot out of heaven and raced back towards Flower Fruit Mountain. The monkeys cheered when they saw him return. Our king is back! How was heaven? The Monkey King landed proudly on a rock. He said, heaven was boring. The monkeys gasped. Really? Yes, the Monkey King replied dramatically. The gods were clearly jealous of me. Then he ordered the monkeys to make a giant banner. Across the banner, in huge golden letters, were written the words, "The Great Sage equal to heaven." The monkeys stared in amazement. Our king is equal to the gods themselves, they cheered. Far above the clouds, however, the Jade Emperor was furious. The heavenly palace was still in complete chaos. Horses raced through gardens. Officials argued everywhere. Broken carts and scattered scrolls covered the streets. This monkey is completely out of control, the Jade Emperor thundered. The heavenly army immediately began preparing for battle, because now heaven had decided it was finally time to stop the Monkey King. The end. Thank you for listening. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like my channel.